What's up everybody, Flying Scorpion here, and today's video is about Path of Exile. Normally I have weeks of videos banked up in advance, and today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, which is my usual upload day, and I don't have a video prepared. Over the past several weeks I've burned through my backlog of videos, and I've made several attempts to make videos about Path of Exile, but every time I go back and review the footage, I see that I made an error in terms of explaining gameplay mechanics, or I just didn't know something, or I was inefficient in something in my build. So rather than do a build video, I'll just put some gameplay footage in the background. This is one of my two attempts now to make a freeze mage in Path of Exile. I've been trying to make a character that can freeze enemies completely solid, even red tier map bosses. Freezing red tier map bosses has been difficult. I've been thinking about getting this unique chess piece called Expedition's End that allows you to freeze enemies with any type of damage that you deal. So you don't have to deal cold damage to freeze enemies. You can freeze them with physical or fire or chaos damage or whatever. It also has a multiplier effect on the duration of your freezes. It freezes enemies as if you did more damage to them. And then combining it together with any of the wonderful single target melee skills that do massive damage, like Heavy Strike, for example. Heavy Strike combined with this unique jewel that gives it a chance to deal double damage, and focusing on critical strikes may be enough to freeze red tier map bosses. I could also partner it up with Glacial Hammer. Glacial Hammer might not hit as hard as Heavy Strike, but every third strike of Glacial Hammer freezes enemies as if you had done, I think, 300% more cold damage. So if you take that 300% more cold damage, multiply that by Expedition's more cold multiplier, freeze effect, whatever you want to call it, you may be able to more effectively freeze red tier map bosses with Glacial Hammer. So I'm not quite sure. That would involve me leveling up a third character to do this. My current character is level 90, yeah, almost 91, and it's been pretty good so far. The whole point of this character has been to support teammates without necessarily one-shotting everything. I find it to be pretty... Now I'm treading into dangerous territory here, because different players of Path of Exile have different viewpoints on what's the most fun way to play the game. So, opinion alert, this is going to be my opinion. I find it kind of boring to team up with other players and then have the other player one-shot the boss, or like just to one-shot all of the packs, and I'm just trailing along behind them, and there's not even enough time to pick up the loot on the ground. Like, I don't really enjoy that playstyle. There are people that prefer to do that. So one of the good things about Path of Exile is that you can control a lot of your power level in relation to the enemies. Quite simply, don't run a meta build if you don't want to one-shot things, or if you want to be up against difficult content, roll map modifiers that are difficult for you to do, or whatever, right? The other thing too is, if you want to have a multiplayer experience, you have to find people that are willing to play at the same power level as you. If you don't want to play the top tier meta, it's very easy to find people that are playing builds that do over 10 million damage per second. Just yesterday I was playing with somebody that was doing 256 million damage per second on his build, which is just completely unnecessary, but whatever. So what I've been doing is I've been playing with my girlfriend, and she and I take a while to chew through the content, but I enjoy doing it. It's like savoring just the experience, of the hack and slash experience, rather than turning the game into kind of a competition of how many exalts per hour you can make. I'm not into that. Anyway, I think that's a reminder for my COVID shot. Yes, it is. Getting the COVID shot today. The first one, anyway. So, I hope that you guys are enjoying whatever game that you're playing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.